This is your boy, Seyram, or just Mr. Akoto, PD coach. This is me in the flesh. Today's message, well, first I'll start with the quote. Today's quote, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Now, what do I mean by that? Preparation. Prepare. Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And when you're in that process of getting ready, you're hurried. And when you're in a hurry, sometimes you miss things. Here's an example. You got a meeting. You're late. You're in a hurry. You're just rushing right now. You're like, I got to be there in 15 minutes. You got a 10-minute drive just to get there. So now your brain is just, it's hectic right now. It's a very hectic situation. So what do? You just rush and you just leave. You're in the car, you're driving. Oh my God, I forgot my ID. I'm driving without an ID. You're in the car, you're like, oh my God, I didn't brush my hair. Oh my God, I didn't brush my teeth. Oh my God, I didn't iron my shirt. So many things that you could just miss. Something so small. You go up to the meeting, you're like, well, at least I'm here. Nah. But if you were to stay ready, and you would have ironed your shirt the night before, and you would have gotten everything together the night before, let's say you're on your way to an interview. On your way to the interview, you forgot your resume. You tried to print it, but you forgot and couldn't finish printing it. Now, if you would have had your resume prepared and printed out in a folder the night before you went to sleep, first you would have went to sleep with a peace of mind. Second, you would have woke up and you would have been ready. You wouldn't have had to get ready. You wouldn't have had to scurry around looking for a printer. None of that would have happened if you were to stay ready before getting ready. Now, when you stay ready, I mentioned peace of mind. When you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So now you have time to do what you want. You're not in a rush. You're calm, you're cool, you're collected. You're doing what you want to do instead of what you need to do. You're not running out the door, you're leisurely walking out the door because you can, because you set yourself up for success instead of setting yourself up for failure. See, when you set yourself up, whatever you set yourself up for is tremendous. You get great, amazing results. Now I'm going to back it up a little bit to get back into my message. Life is what you make of it. You create your life. Regardless if you think you do or not, naturally you create your life. You create your own destiny. Well, what creates my, what do you mean? What comes before the creation of my life? Expectations. What you expect of yourself, what you expect your life to be like, that's the step before the creation. Well, what comes before expectations? Your thoughts. How you think. What you think of leads to your expectations, which leads to the creation of your life. That's how it affects your life. Because an effect is a result of something. Now notice how I didn't say affect with an A, because that's just simply an influence. This is how you effect. This is how you get results. Your thoughts, your mind, what you think about, leads to your expectations on how and what you do, how you want to live your life, and what you do with your life. Your thoughts determine whether you have that Toyota Corolla or that Lamborghini. 100,000 a year, 10 million a year. Your thoughts set you up for that. Remember how I talked about setting yourself up? Now here's the question. What comes before your thoughts? What's before the mind? Because we said before life is creation. And before creation is expectations. And before expectations is your thought process. Well, what's the step before that? Input. What you put into your mind is what you think about. which leads to what your expectations are, your belief, and then creation and results happen. So we just learned what you put into your mind is what your life becomes. It's fair to assume, it's fair to say media is huge right now. The news and entertainment, everything. A step before that, the number one form of advertisement, I can say this because I am a businessman. I study business, I study sales, I study all that. Number one form of advertising or advertisement, your word of mouth, people talking to other people. Word of mouth is the number one sales tool. Now, think about that. What you put into others is something they manifest in their head. Your thoughts are based off what you put into your head, into your mind. Now, this is the affection with an A. This is the influential part. This isn't the result. This is before the results. I mentioned the media and watching TV and how you can see a music video and you can want to live that lifestyle, or how you can watch a documentary and want to change your life for the better, or how you can watch an episode on how to cook and go and cook. It's what you put into your mind and then you go act it out. I can't stress it enough. Now that we know that input is the beginning and the most important part, that is what we need to focus on. What are we putting into our minds? How many books are you reading a day to get you to where you want to be? Remember, I talked about setting yourself up because you want to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I'll give you another example. I'm working on becoming an A&R. On top of being a businessman, I'm an entrepreneur. I want to do as much as I can. I was listening to a radio show. I studied somebody, I can't remember his name, but he is Drake's manager. Drake is a very popular artist. This manager told me that he grinded and grinded and grinded, and he studied and he studied and he studied, staying ready for as long as he could, about 4 years. Finally, somehow, some way, he got connected to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne connected him to Drake, but it was because of a simple phone call that he was ready and prepared to answer. They said, "Do you have skill?" He said, "Yes, I've been studying for the last 4 years. I'm ready."